We are now arriving on Bashor, located 2,200 Universal units from the planet Makasa. Please be sure to leave the craft in a neat and orderly manner.
We're finally here! The Lochi colony! Do you have all your stuff, Oshu? And your oxygen tank is easy to access? You know, just in case the air gets too thin. Great, let's do this! It's always good to get some natural air after breathing in the artificial mixture. I can't believe I'm back here. It's been so long since I've seen this place. Well, you know me, I'm a traveler at heart. Still, it feels weird to be back. And from the looks of it, things haven't aged a day. What do you mean, carry you? Right now? Oh, Shu, you're so needy. When we get to my cousin's place, I'll hold you for as long as you want. But I can't lift you up with all those bags. Sorry, but the pouty face won't change my mind. Follow me. Say, why don't we take a little tour while we're out? My cousin's house is on the other side of the colony anyways. I can show you all the places I grew up. I knew you'd be dying to explore. Our first stop just so happens to be right there. It's the colony's nursery. Yeah, we don't really decorate our nurseries with pastels and cutesy animals like you do. We typically go for more dark colors. It's easier on the larvae's sensitive eyes. The building is technically split in two. One half contains the breeders of the colony. There are usually only about 2 or 3 at a time, so we don't exactly have tons of room to expand. Anyway, they lay their eggs in there and watch over them until they hatch. And the other half of the building is where the larvae themselves stay. They're coated in a toxic slime, so we need special caretakers with thicker skin to raise them. Of course I was born there. Why do you ask? Yeah, we don't really have parents, at least not in the way that you do. The colony is my family. We all call each other words that would be the equivalent of sibling or cousin in your language. The colony goes deeper than just that. When the people move, the colony moves with it. It's a nice little community here. Sticks together through thick and thin. Aw, you can see one of the larvae through the window. Isn't he just adorable? Speak for yourself. I've seen what human babies look like, and they are freaky. I mean, their head is like a full third of their body. How am I supposed to find that cute? Well, I still think these Oshu are absolutely precious, and that's that. Oh, yeah. Oshu is my language's word for baby. Of course I call you that. You're super needy for me, and you get all squirmy whenever I snuggle next to you. You're just like a little Oshu. Oh, please. You know I love that about you. Now come on, let's keep moving before we spend all day staring at the little ones. Right there's the school. All children in our colony go there once they grow limbs and stop leaking slime. Yeah, it's bigger than the ones I remember seeing on your planet. That's because we live there, at least until we finish all of our schooling. No, there isn't a special class of my species that works there. It's staffed by workers like me. Well, depending on who you ask, we're either called workers or Thele. That basically translates to between mutations. Although it's kind of a more outdated term since anyone can mutate into different classes whenever the colony needs it. We're not constantly shifting around like back in the old days when we were fighting harder to survive. Let's keep moving, Oshu. It's considered impolite to stay around the school during teaching hours. Tell me, what do you think so far? I'm glad you find it interesting, although I'm not sure what else to expect from my travel buddy. You could always find a funny-looking rock interesting. You're right. I was fascinated by grass on your planet. I don't exactly have the leeway to be poking fun at you. Oh my gosh! Hi! Askelimniu? Alabadao! Oshu, this is my cousin, Chothaha. Askelimniu? Alimra. She was my classmate back when we were in school here. We used to get up to so much trouble. Oh no, that's a story for another day. In the meantime, we've reached the main shopping area. This was always my favorite part of town. I think it's because it's the only place that ever really felt busy. It was like a taste of the megacities on the other planets I'd heard about. Oh, They've got a store for everything you need. Right here is the clothes shop. Over there is an antique store, and that is a place where... Oh, a skibadoo. That place is a restaurant, and next to it is a... Oh, skibadoo, yeah. Next to it is a hobby store, and to the left of that is a store... Wow, that's something new. And across the street is a restaurant... Oh, sorry, 1 second. Skibadoo, yeah. Another restaurant. Yeah. As I said, this is the only part of the colony that ever really feels busy. And everyone knows everyone here. To be honest, I don't think a lot of my cousins ever expected me to come back. They all knew I had big dreams of traveling across the galaxies. Sure, most people that are born here stay, but a decent amount of them leave. And we both know how big the universe is. People just go in different paths sometimes. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite dessert place. Oh, I can't believe it's still in business. The Lochi colony really hasn't changed one bit. Oh shoot, we have to get some. I used to go here all the time as a kid. It was my favorite place to go whenever one of the, I suppose you would call them, like, teachers at school took the kids out for the day. And trust me, that's a normal thing here. I suppose it would be like your human parents taking you for a day out on the town? Only we had teachers take small groups of us every few weeks or so. Get over here, I'll order you my favorite. No, don't worry, it's really good. Glam. Let's take a seat, rest our legs a bit. This dessert is what we call asani. It's sort of like a warm custard. The taste is bitter, but in a good way, kind of like chocolate. Well, what do you think? I told you you'd love it. There's a reason I made my teacher take me here every time we were outside of school. Thanks again for coming to my little old colony down here. I know it was your idea, but I appreciate being able to visit again. It's nice. Reminds me of simpler times. I love you too, Oshu.